Hey guys, welcome back. So this is I'm going to do a quick video for you. This is an interesting one. It's not our system. We've played, again, variations of this, but I'm showing you this because it uses two lay bets. A lot of the things I've been showing you with craps, especially for new people that are being introduced to this game, you guys know I like hybrid systems a lot, where we play the dark side and the light side, and it's kind of a balanced type of interesting way of playing craps that I really enjoy. And I'm not saying that light side only systems aren't possible and aren't good, but I enjoy playing hybrid systems better than anything else. This one comes from our brother from another mother, Waylon. And here is the video if you want to watch him do it. It just came out recently, the Grimm Express. We've seen variations of this before. He does it with $50 lay bets on the 4 and 10. I dummied it down one step from this. I don't know why. I have 4,000 in here as a starting bankroll. The starting bankroll for this would, if you played it at this level, would probably be 25. It is being set at the traditional. Okay, $25 lay bets. I'm doing it one step below him. I'm going to do a video, whether I post it or not is a different story, doing this at bubble craps. I'm very interested to do this at the bubble craps level. All right, so Waylon did 50 and 50 and $10 base bets here. So we're going to be doing 25 and 25 with $5 base bets here. Now, we're going to pretend that we're doing this on bubble craps, because you're not going to find many tables in the country where they're going to let you do the $25 lay. There's usually like a $40 or a $50 minimum on real tables. So I'm just going to pretend like we're doing this on bubble craps. I'm not going to cap the 6 and 8. If you do find a table that you're able to play at this level, they're always going to make you cap the 6 and 8. They have to be $6 each. I'm just going to do this because it's going to make my life easier. But understand, as you're aware, on regular tables, you have to do the 6 and 8 by increments of 6. It's just going to make it easier for me. Now, I am going to do manual rolls. Some people like when I do this. Some people don't. I don't really care. I did a session yesterday on Crapsy not using the manual rolls, and it was so obvious that the results they were throwing at me were absolutely ridiculous. I'd rather get my own ridiculous rolls and know that it's physical dice. So, like it or not, that's the story. All right, that's an 8. That's a hard 8. So we're always working in this strategy, by the way.
Hard 8.
So make sure that your bets are always working. And the reason for that is because you have the lay bets out there. There is no taking them down. All right, so you're up $5 right now. That's a 7 out. So in this strategy, you have 25 ways to win and only 6 ways to lose, because these lose when they're hit. So there are 3 ways to make a 4 and 3 ways to make a 10. So, but the 7s don't hurt us at all. So watch this. So that was a 7.
7 out.
So we made $2. Okay, so even with the 7 out, we make $2. We repeat the bet. Now, what you need to know is what do we do after a loss? And it's kind of a ladder situation, and you'll see how we handle that. All right, that's a 5. That's another good one. It's a 4-1. And I'll try to go quickly so we can get as many rolls in as I can on this demo.
Fever 5.
Okay, that's 2. We're up 14. And that's an 8-6-2. All right, so that's another
8
hit.
easy.
And again, you should get a lot more hits than losses. But you are going to get nailed on the 4 and 10s. Believe me. So you do have to know what to do. All right. That's an 8. That's another good one.
8 easy.
You're up 24. I think you got to play with this a while to figure out what the win target is at whatever level you're playing. He made about $300 in a relatively quick session using the one step above this, the $50 lays. I'm going to tell you probably $75 to $100 would be what I would be targeting, but we'll see. Okay, that's another 7, which again does not bother us. And that's one of the beauties of doing what I'm doing.
7 out.
All right, so you're just going to go back out and repeat the bet. All right, here we go. We're up 26. 6-5 yo, that's not going to do anything. So we're just going to leave that. I'm not even going to put it in. That's a 3. That's not going to do anything either. And that's another 6. So 5-1-6. That's another
6 easy.
$5, right? And here we go. You're up 31. 5-4-9. And this is my kind of system, guys. There's no doubt about it. You guys know I like these types of systems.
Nina.
All right, smooth, easy, $38. Another 8. So you're going to get a lot of wins with this system before you get into trouble where you get bumped by the 4 and the 10.
8 easy.
It's going to happen, and you have to know how to handle it, and I'll show you. So that's 43. That's a 3. We're not going to register it. All right, that's another 7 out. Who cares? Isn't it nice to say that when you play craps? That
7
you don't
out.
care about the 7. It's amazing how many years and years ago before I learned that, before I learned about the dark side being so strong. Whoops, what happened here? There we go. Oops, up, undo. There we go. All right, here we go. 6-5 yo, that's not going to do anything. 4-1-5. And we don't really care much about the point in this system. And that's always fun too. Okay. We're up 52. We still haven't got nailed on our 4 and 10, so that's coming. 7 out. Again, who cares?
7 out.
The 4 and the 10 haven't even showed up once yet, so you know they're over. Whoops. Let's put that back out. So you know they're overdue at this point because there's always be aware. So there's been 4 7s and no 4s and 10s yet. So they're way behind right now. So the 4s and 10s, probability odds-wise, are behind and will be showing up. All right, that's a 6. That's another win.
6 easy.
All right. That's a 5. That's another win. So you can see how many times with this, because you have 25 ways to win, 6 ways to lose.
Fever 5.
And again, odds are our friend. Probability is your friend. 5-3-8. So the 4s and 10s are way behind right now. Let's go. All right, that's another win. 5-3-2-5.
5 fever.
Now, it's not always like this. I don't want anybody to watch this video right now and think the 4s and 10s aren't going to show up. There's another 7. Wow. 7 is
7
really
out.
outpacing it. We're at 5 7s, and we've never seen a 4 or 10. Wow. And you're going to have sessions like this. And you're going to have sessions the other way, too. I hate to tell you. 4 and 1. Unfortunately, the rubber band stretches in both ways. 87. All right, that's another, that's a hard 6. We're collecting
6
that.
hard.
All right. $92, guys. All right, 5-3-8. So that's going to take us to that $100 mark. And if this was a real table that I was playing, never got nailed on the 4s and 10s, and I got to $97, guess what? I am pulling a ticket and running for the hills at this point. I never had the ladder. So understand the pressure points. If you have an easy session like this, don't make it into a hard session. That's on you. Take this $100 and go get a coffee or a tea. Go sit outside. Go walk around the casino. Do something. But don't sit there and wait for the loss. All right? So I would be pulling a ticket here. All right? There's no doubt about it. So let's just say this is session 2, and you still haven't seen the recovery. All right, that's a 12. That's nothing for us. That's a 4, so we finally got nailed. There's your first 4. All right, so we're going to lose.
Hard 4.
All right, so when you lose, you're going to ladder up. So these are going to go to 50. And these are going to go up a unit to 10 or 12 and 12, depending on if you're playing at a real table here, right? You got to go up by 6s here if you're playing on a real table. Now, here's the important thing. When you do have to ladder up, you're looking for 3 wins, and then you can go back down the ladder. But I'm going to tell you this. Some of you are going to pay attention. Some of you are not. If you are more than 1 step up the ladder, meaning that the 4 and 10 got nailed before you went back down, you had to go up again, do not think that you have to step all the way down the ladder to be back to where you're in a reasonable profit. So, you know me, I don't have to work my way all the way down the ladder. I will be happy not being exactly back to where I was, but yet restarting at level 1. I hope you understand that because it's super important. All right, so here's the problem. That was a 10. So immediately the 4s and the 10s are now catching up. So now you're going to see the negative side and how you have to work through it.
Hard 10.
All right, so now what do we have to do? We have to go up again. So we're on level 3 bet here, which happens to be 75, and these are going to go up another 5. And again, we're looking for 3 wins to come down. 3 wins. All right, that's a 7. That doesn't matter. We make a couple of bucks. It's just a bonus bet, but that is not considered one of the wins. Just so you know, we just consider that a bonus. We need to win one of the regular bets, the light side. 5, 4, 9. That does count.
Nina.
So that is 1 win. 4, 2, 6. That's 2 wins.
Easy 6.
All right, 2 wins. 4, 4, 8. There's our 3rd win.
8 easy.
Okay, so we can come down. But here's that situation. Yes, you can ladder back down to the 2nd level bets. You're up $87. Do you want to stay on a higher tier bet when you're almost back to where you were? Not me. I'm going to come all the way back to the base. But again, that's on you to make that decision. But you know me, bankroll safety comes first, not getting back to some exact number. Because I know how easy it is to make money. This system is a good system. So we're back at the base, ready to roll. 4, 3, 7. It's basically just a free reset with a couple of dollars in our pocket.
7 out.
Right? Who cares? All right, so here we go. Something happened there. That says minus 18. Oh, I made a mistake, guys. I didn't come back to the $5 bet. So this is a mistake. We should never have lost the $18. So just remember at the end, you have to give yourself $20 back on top of this. I made a mistake. These were supposed to go to $5. So, oops. Damn it. Hold on, guys. That was a mistake. At the end, we're going to be up. We'll be up $5 more than what it shows. I went to 10. These were supposed to go to 5. So, my fault. Okay, here we go. All right, that's a good one. Hard 8.
Card 8.
Alrighty. Keep rolling. That's another 7. We don't care.
7 out.
Alright. Whoops. Repeat. Alright. So we're up 96 right now for the entire playing session because of that $20 mistake. That's a 12. That doesn't do anything. That's a 3. That doesn't really count for us. That's a 7. Okay, so I'm going to register it just to show you what the 7 does. What it was supposed to do that I screwed up on the last one.
7 winner.
Yeah, it's a +2 thing. So there we go. All right. What am I doing? Here we go. That's a 4, so we got nailed again. So again, we have to work our way.
Card
We
4.
have to use the ladder. So repeat the bet. Go up a unit. And these go up a unit each. And we're looking for 3 hits to come down. Whoops. Off the table. That's a 617. So we'll make a few dollars on that. Doesn't count as one of our
7
3
out.
hits. We made $8 on that. Okay, don't even count it. That's fine. And here we go. That's an 8. That's a good one. That counts as 1 hit. 628.
8 easy.
All right, keep going. 415. That counts. That's 2 hits.
Fever 5.
All right. Yo 11. That doesn't do anything. 516. That's our 3rd hit, so we can come right back down.
6 easy.
All right. So we need to come back down on these, and this time I'm going to do it correctly. And we're back at the base, right? And now add 20 to this, and we're in great shape because that's where we really are. Okay. 314. Unfortunately, we got nailed right away on our lay bet. So we're going to have to go
4
up
easy.
again. So you guys are getting comfortable and used to how this works. Oh, come on, man. These go to 50. And these go up. So we've got to go back up to level 2 again and look for our 3 hits. 617. We make a little bit of money.
7 out.
Right? At the 8, we make $8 at that level, and then we repeat the bet. We don't count that as a win for our 3 wins. 437, we're going to make another $8, which is not so horrible, but it doesn't count as the win that we're looking for.
7 winner.
Okay, let's go back out. Come on. Undo. There we go. Okay. 549, that does count as one of our hits. 549.
Nina.
So that's 1. Another 9. That's 2 hits.
Winner 9.
516, that's our 3rd hit. 516.
6 easy.
So now we can come back down. We would be up 145 right now. 145. So let's come down on these so that we don't make the same mistake. Let's come down on these. And we're ready to roll. 527.
7 out.
All right, just put them back up. We made $2. 437. We make another $2.
7 winner.
All right, put them back up. That's the beauty of the electronic or the bubble craps, that's for sure. All right. 325. That's a good one.
Fever 5.
All right. 516. We'll take that.
6 easy.
All right. 6511. That doesn't do anything. 437. Another 7. Look how many 7s have been rolled here. This will be 15 7s. And none of them bothered us.
7 out.
So we're up one. We'd be up 163 right now. So almost we're getting close to that 2 sessions of the 100 that I talked about. If you broke it up. Okay, well that ain't happening. 6 4 10. We got nailed on that one. Okay,
10
so we've
easy.
got to do our ladder again. So let's go to 50. We haven't been beyond level 2, but believe me, you will be. So do not think that by watching this video, you don't go beyond level 2. You do. Here we go, level 2, we're looking for 3 hits. 415, that's 1 hit. Do not think that you don't need the bankroll. You
Fever
do.
5.
Do not get caught up in that nonsense. That's 1 hit. Okay, that's 437. So that doesn't count, but
7 out.
we have 1 hit so far, so we still need 2 more to come down. Repeat. Okay, here we go. 415. That's 2
Fever
hits.
5.
All right, we need 1 more. That's a 3. That doesn't do anything. That's a 9. That'll do it. 5, 4, 9.
Nina.
All right, so we can now decrease on these. Go back to the base. We can decrease on these. And again, we can play this at an even lower level than this. So let me see if I can show you that after this one real fast. Okay, so here we go. We're back at the base. We're at 187 because of the $20 screw up. 187. 639. Come on. What happened there? 639.
Nina 9.
Okay. We would be at 194. 5-3. That would do it. That would be basically 2 sessions for me. 5, 3, 8.
Eight easy.
All right. So that would be basically $200. So that would be like 2 sessions. So what would we do now? So let's just pull these down and let me show you what it looks like at a bubble craps level. 5 times 5. Yeah, that's right. I want to make sure I'm showing you the right math. So bubble craps tiny level would look like this. Oh, it's not going to let me do it. No, because I'm on the traditional table. It would be $5 and $5, and these would be $1. Okay? Unfortunately, I set this up as a traditional table instead of bubble craps, so it's not allowing me to. It's not allowing me to show you what that looks like. I think you guys get the idea. It's just keep the ratio. So he was doing 50 and 50, and these were 10, 12, 12, 10, and 10. I did it at 25 and 25, and these were $5 or 5, 6, 6, 5, right? If you're at a regular table. And then on the bubble craps, you can dummy it down to lay bets of 5 and 5, and these are $1 bets. And if you did that, you'd probably be looking for about $18, $20 to pull tickets and be done. All right? So that's the story. This is the Grimm Express. It's a Wayland system that he just showed that I liked. I like the vibe. I like the feeling of it. But again, please understand, you need to simulate. You need to practice this because there are times where you're going to hit those 4 and 10s more than the 7s. And you have to be prepared to go up the ladder and know how to work your way back down the ladder as fast as possible. But you cannot play this with the wrong bankroll, because you're going to have times where you're never going to use the bankroll like we did here, right? Look, did we ever need bankroll? Of course not. We never even got below zero, right? Look at this. I mean, if you had this every session, jackpot, right? That's not the way it's going to work. You're going to have some sessions where the 4s and 10s are out blowing out the 7s for a while, and you're going to have to get through that chop. So they're not going to all look as smooth as this. Okay? All right, go practice it, go simulate it, so you really get a feeling for it. And this is a great one to take on a cruise. This is great for bubble craps or roll to win, the electronic tables. And if you have a bigger bankroll, well, then go at it on a traditional table. But always be careful. And you know what we always tell you. Small, tight win targets are always going to be your best friend. Standing at the craps table for 3 hours and playing this is not really the way to go. Okay? All right. Have a great day, guys. For our Baccarat side of the house, there is our what we've been talking about for quite a while. Our major Baccarat course is coming very, very soon. You're going to start hearing a lot about that in the next couple of days. The newsletter is going to have more information about the new Baccarat course, a lot of other stuff going on. If you are not signed up for the Casino Confidential private newsletter, you need to look at the links on the bottom of this video and sign up over at the website. That's where you're going to get private stuff, a lot of private information, plenty of private strategies, and there's some big things going on behind the scenes. And I'm not just talking about the discount codes that we give to people that are part of the family, part of the newsletter, but there's some other big announcements coming that are benefits that are going to be part of Casino Income Academy, the overall structure that we talked about a long, long time ago. And it's taken this long to get there. It just, everything is so hard to get put in place. But that's coming as well. So there's some non-casino news coming very, very soon that you guys that like to travel and take cruises are going to be interested in. All right. Speak to you real soon. Have a great day. Go check out the website. Look at all the new and the latest courses that are already available in the digital course section. And we will see you on the next video.